Bonking on Congo King on Geo. Bonking on Geo King on Geo. Bombi bombi on King Kong Congo. I like to work out every day for hours if I feel like it. Instead of worrying about, well, instead of having to do other stuff and singing things that make no sense. Enough. No, it's not. Dee da blah blah dee da day. But it's pretty funny how people have been saying these really mean things to me. I think I got a pretty good idea to buy this house for only $102,000. And I like it better than any house in Los Angeles. I looked up the most expensive real estate there is. I looked up celebrity homes. Um, I don't even. I wouldn't. Well, the Playboy Mansion's not really in my favorite neighborhood. That I thought where I thought I'd live. And there, like the houses are closer together. They don't have like 9 acres usually, but some of them have 9 acres or 15 acres or 20, maybe 20 acres or more. I haven't found any yet. And I even looked at Brad Pitt's house, and my house is an 8 bedroom home with 8,000 finished and unfinished square feet, 8,000 square feet, and it has 9 acres. It's on 9 acres, and Brad Pitt's home is only on 2 acres. His house is only on 2 acres. It's around all these other homes. I was like, I just like my house the best. Home be homes. No, no. People think I'm like stupid, some of these people on here. I literally bought this house for $102,000. It needed so much work. And I like it, this house, I think almost better than any house on earth. I've looked at my yeah. I'd probably live in the Playboy Mansion if I got to trade for this one. I'd probably live in the Playboy Mansion. This one's as well built as the. I think this one may be as well built as the Playboy Mansion, but it's a different style home. This was built as an art school. It's a totally different kind of. Well, it's a totally different kind of place. So people who think that I'm so stupid or something, they said all that mean stuff like I don't. Like they said my IQ is low and other mean things. Um, I can get an IQ test. I have a high IQ. I wonder why people aren't watching this. Maybe they are. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Maybe they are. Sometimes you click like on it and stuff, and it says no one was watching it. So the homes in the Hollywood Hills, I thought that was my favorite neighborhood on earth. But it's a little bit. I think I'd like it better there because even though the homes are a little closer together than like in my neighborhood, I think. Well, maybe not. Some of them aren't. Um, it'd be more fun to live there because they're real celebrities there, and it's just I think people would get along with one another better and kind of have similar ideas that are well, they most of them have probably gotten headshots before. I'd say most of them there try to be a famous actor or actress of something like acting or actress or singing. So they kind of understand that stuff. I think more. So I wouldn't. It wouldn't be that bad living near them. But out here, I get to live away from people, and that was really amazing. But like right now, I got the thought of people down the road, miles down the road, like as if they could hear me or something. And just, I don't like thinking of anyone besides God, Jesus, my wife, and kids. And if I have to think of other people for God and Jesus, then that's okay. But some people like living in a small house better than anywhere else they'd rather live on earth. They don't have to have some stupid, like the celebrities they show everybody who has some big house. What would you need it for? Some people are happier in just a regular house, a regular place to live that's looks different and cool somehow. And they like it. It's not small, but it's like maybe kind of small, but and they only have one person, and they like living there more than they want to live anywhere else. I think, yeah, because it's to them it's the best place on earth. I don't know why. Don't say that stuff to me. I don't know what that means. I like the way people breathe, and they have like nose hairs and gross dark body hair on their body, and they breathe into things with their nose, like I would have right then. I was worried that it was me, and it just felt gross. And I don't like that how people act in instinct in nature. If it's gross and disgusting, like they wipe their own snot and they like do something funny to their ear and it gets like ear wax on or something, like just that cool, and they kind of don't really even wipe it off, and then just like act like they like shake somebody's hand and stuff, and they just do all these gross little weird things and like wipe their nose and stuff, and they have like it's just gross. I'd rather not have any nose hairs unless they're really small and blonde, and they looked like a child's nose hairs. You know, who wouldn't? Who'd want to look like they have a big black mustache and like black nose hairs coming out of their nose with a big nose? Who likes that? It's okay. Those people are nice too. They're like a child. They can be like a child and get into heaven. They can look like a cute creature, like a fuzzy wuzzle creature person or something. Somebody like I don't know. It doesn't matter that too much. But I had darker hair, body hair, and I like to shave it off or not have any body hair. But I like hair on my head. I like hair on my head, hair on my eyebrows, eyelashes, and that's it. I don't like any of the other hair on my body. But I have hair on my body now. I just let it all grow back in. And I did kind of complain about weird things. Like I thought it wasn't quite the best ever, but it's not like heaven. It's not like as good as heaven. This is just the earth. You know, it's not like the devil how he complained about how he thought he didn't have it good enough. The devil thought he didn't have a good enough life, and then it was really bad, and he'll spend an eternity in hell because it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. People on earth, if they don't feel happy in a situation, you can try to move or change your situation, or maybe not move, but make things better somehow. You can make things better. It doesn't mean that you're going to sin. It doesn't mean you have to sin at all. You know, for if there's something that made you feel bad, like in California, they're more likely to do like plastic surgery and things that I don't know that has to do with anything, but I think somebody else was thinking about that. I don't know that has to do with anything. But say like you had like something on your body that made you feel bad, and like the kids made fun of you growing up or something like that, and you didn't like the way it looked, and those people could change that, and then they don't have to be made fun of or feel bad about it again. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't see why people get so angry. Can you imagine being the least of everyone, feeling the least of everyone, all of them looking down on you like their facial features look better than you or stuff like that? Wouldn't you want to change that so that you don't have to be made fun of anymore? And some people just in nature, they found a way to act like, be the most elite ones of any of them. Like there's this girl in the neighborhood, I think was like the one of the best looking ones, and I think she gets angry if I try to like remove if I try to like shave my body hair or something. I don't know if she get, like they try to act more like how they are in nature. Like she won't dye her hair, she won't make it blonde. She likes to just leave it how it really is in nature. But then, how would a man shave his face or do any of the things like cut your hair shorter or any kind of hygiene that's not, like it's like shaving underarms or anything like that? It's the same kind of thing as almost plastic surgery if somebody didn't like the way their face looked and it didn't hurt them to get it. But I don't know. It's a surgery. That's pretty bad. Don't get any of that. Don't get any of that. It's crazy. You only need that if somebody like if you felt really bad about something and maybe that was the only way to I don't know what. But look at Alice Cooper. He had a big nose, dark body hair, I guess. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what his body hair looked like, but he had dark eyebrows and dark hair and a kind of big nose. But it didn't matter when he was young. Who cares? He just got in shape and acted cool and was a really famous guy, famous rock star anyway. I'm so tired of thinking of that stuff. I'd like to go to I'd like to have like plenty of money. I'd like to make it to heaven because the earth is not really the best place ever. Is this even? Is anyone even watching this? I don't. And so, like, it's okay sometimes. It started getting okay again. Sometimes. I don't like nose hairs. I don't know, I was thinking about that, but I just don't like them. But I noticed on some people they act like they don't have any problems with that, and they act like they're a little blonde boy or used to be a little blonde boy when they were a child or teenager or early 20s, and they act like, oh, they were always the best looking. They didn't have any body hair or anything. You know, they had a small nose and good looking features, attractive features. They had those ideal model looking noses that they showed people in magazines, like how you're supposed to look the best or something, and they just were like a little boy with little blonde hairs on their arm and nothing wrong with them when they're like 14 or 20 or however. And that's Al. That's how Al acted. And then I just like looked at him up close one time and I realized he had like a bunch of nose hairs coming out of his nose and big eyebrow. Well, not big eyebrows, but like, you know, pretty big, not big, but you know, didn't look like a big black unibrow or something. But it his big eyebrow, you know, big black unibrow. It sounds like a racist idiot. There that.
I hate thinking about that stuff.
I don't give a shit. Put it right here on my channel. I don't give a shit. Oh, skinny country man, skinny Nate, you know. And I'm not supposed to marry. I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to be with any other man's wife. So I don't go for. I don't try to do any of that. But I have friends who are married. They can't find anyone else on earth who's better for them than their husband or wife. I mean, I don't know how they'd ever find anyone as much like one another as they are. And me and my wife, I don't know what's going to happen with us. But we're different from how other people are. Yeah, I don't know if she's even my wife or what's going to happen. Just thinking about that makes me think, you know, maybe I'll just die. Tino tape. Tino tape. Tino tape. Tino tape. Oh, Tino man. Latino man. I don't know. I like to make music, but that's work, and you have to work. If I have to work, I may as well be at like making music or something that I like better, that I'm good at. I haven't gotten to record my own music as much. I don't know what to say. I recorded my own music. I've done it before. But my films were my best work that had music in my films. I had my original music, but and I've done yeah. Yeah, I never did any songs. I'm a liar. Like the devil. Pretty much. Of course I produced music before. My mom tries to act like as if I never produced any music to get me angry, to try to act cooler, like as if I have darker eyebrows and cool or some shit that I don't give a shit about. I'm waiting to see if somebody has anything to say like they did in those mean comments. So I can just talk right back to you and block every one of you motherfuckers. You have any mean shit to harass me with or bully me with? I can sue you. How mean you were to me, you motherfuckers. I'm not going to do that to anyone in the comments. I'm not going to sue you. Speak your mind, you know. Speak your mind. It's just, you don't say mean ass shit to me like times 10,000. It doesn't make me feel that good. Yeah. That would almost be hell. Times 10,000 would be a little bit too much. Dude. Hello? I thought about Danica's dad right then. So I realized I have a mansion that's 8 bedrooms on 9 acres, and it's better than I like it better than Brad Pitt's house that he just sold for $33 million. He finally found somebody to buy it, his favorite house, and his house was only on 2 acres. It had 2 acres, and it was right in Los Feliz, or I think, or this place like that that's like normal in LA. It's not even like in particular a really rich neighborhood. It may have been kind of a rich neighborhood, and there are all these other regular houses around it and stuff. And I looked at him, like how they tried to show, like, you know, he just found some house that he liked that was kind of cool. It was only $1.7 million when he bought it in 1994. So think about this. 63% of the homes in Los Angeles today are worth $1 million or more. That's 63% of the homes. That's how common $1 million home is. And he bought his favorite cool place that he just happened to like the best in 1994 for $1.7 million. And you know, he happens to be a movie star, and or you know, he happened to be some person who everyone thought was so cool, and he found a way to make it go up in value. But that's just his house that he bought for $1.7 million. And today, and it was his favorite, and he really liked it. Just there's something about it was special to him that he liked. And today in Los Angeles, 63% of the homes are $1 million or more, or $1 million or more, or $1 million or more, are $1 million. 63% of the homes in Los Angeles, whoever the fuck you are $1 million or more. Okay, that's a fucking statistic. It's pretty much a fact. So don't try to misconstrue my goddamn words like a menstruating mouth or some shit you're trying to pretend my mouth sounds like, motherfucker. So here's the point I was getting at. Is that there's nothing really special about any of those fucking rich people's stupid ass, shit ass, any motherfucker's home on earth. So I'm just done with this shit. Bye.